Hi everyone, welcome to Here We Are, Brattleboro's community talk show. I'm Wendy O'Connell, and I just want to mention that today is our 250th show. That's 250, and I just want to send out a thanks to everybody who's been involved in making this show happen, which always involves many people, all of the staff here at BCTV, the volunteers who pitch in to help, Al New, who has been our camera person for almost 3 years. We've been doing the show for just about 8 years now, and I want to thank especially all of our guests, everyone who's come on the show. I have to say that each show has been my favorite, and that's actually really true. So thanks for being with us. And today's guest is Sai Shi. Sai is an artist, chef, and educator who grew up in Mao's China during the Cultural Revolution. She came to the United States in 1987, living first in New York City, where she found a freedom of expression in her painting and installations that was totally new to her. Living in Brattleboro since 2001, Sai is the owner of Sai's Dim Sum Catering, excellent food. She taught Chinese language and culture in local schools and has an ongoing Tai Chi class in the Brattleboro Commons. Sai is also the owner of CX Silver Gallery in West Brattleboro, where a show of her recent work is currently on view. Welcome, Sai.
Thank you, Wendy.
It's wonderful to have you on the show, and the show that you have currently on at your gallery is quite remarkable, which we're going to talk about. Very interesting. So you grew up in 1960. There was a famine going on in China at the time, and then the Cultural Revolution happened. So your experience as a child was in that kind of an environment. Do you have memories of that time?
Yes, I do. Actually, my mom often tells me that when I was little, I never had milk and for baby, and so I was drinking rice milk. The rice milk means boil the rice with extra water.
Yep.
And when the water is boiling, and then you just take the extra water out and feed the baby. So my mom often feel guilty about it, that I don't have enough nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
So she is very much focused on wanting me to have a better life, better health. So she asked me to do exercise and to take a cold shower, and she think that will bring me a better health. So actually, that was right, and I can feel now my health is really good. I think it's from those days.
Yeah.
And every day I jog, I do exercise, take cold shower all year long.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yeah, I hear that's really good for getting the blood pumping. Yeah.
Yes.
And you have a lineage of artists in your family. I know that it goes way back for you on both sides, both your mother's and your father's side. And you, however, were very interested in dance as a young kid.
Yeah. And I grew up in the theater. My father was a stage designer and actor. And so naturally, art is really within me. But I really want to be a dancer. And I just, I'm too shy. When I was little, I was painfully shy. And my father saw that, and I couldn't get anywhere. He was saying, why don't you learn painting with me? And so it's right here, it's convenient. You can close the door and no one knows what are you doing.
Yeah.
So I started to do painting lessons with him every day. And the drawing lesson my father gave me that really lay the foundation of the art path.
Right.
I really appreciate it. Right now, I feel if I choose dance or painting is still a good way to go.
Yes, it was a way for you to express yourself.
Yes.
And you went on to study painting as well in China.
Yeah, went to Shanghai to got into the theater academy. So I was a stage designer, makeup designer, studied that. Same as like my father.
So all those things really supported your own art as well. In China, and I don't know if this is still true or not, but the lineage that all government officials had to do some kind of art. That was part of their training, is to do calligraphy or painting or something. And it was a bit of a cultural elitism, but at the same time they had that experience of art in their lives.
Yes, in Chinese history, art is always considered very high and respected, highly respected. So all the officials that must know art, calligraphy, poet, or painter.
Right.
So just like my great grandfather was elected as an official, government official, but he started to do art when he was age of 50. So he did calligraphy, poetry, and painting. So there's in intellectual in Chinese culture. There's 4 treasures you must carry with you as an intellectual.
4 treasures.
4 treasures. Which are paper, brush, ink, and personal seal.
Oh, the stamp. Yes. The chop.
Right? Yes.
Do you think that made a difference in who they were? Do you think it rounded them out in some way, or allowed them to see things differently because of the art?
Yes, I think. As a culture that even official is into art.
Yeah, right.
The government officials into art, then the whole culture, whole society is rich.
Yes. The Cultural Revolution changed that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. They smash all this tradition, smashing the education. So I grew up in the Cultural Revolution. My 10 years of school is all in the midst of this smashing, damaging the education.
Yes.
So I was quite confused. Red Guards, I see them going to people's house to condemn and smashing people's house, condemn the teachers. So I kind of like the Cultural Revolution is encouraged that. I was like, I want to be like them. They are so free, like they can do anything they want.
Yeah.
That's I'm so admired, and they don't have to study, and they got recognized. It's like, why are they a hero?
Yes.
They don't even study. How lucky they are. Just like, and so it's quite confused time, but
for a young person, very much so. And during this time, so your parents were affected by the Cultural Revolution, and were they taken away from you?
Yes, both my parents had a different time being sending down to countryside to re-educate.
To re-educate.
Yes.
Yes. At
that time, my father was sending down. We were still child. Like my brother haven't born yet, so I'm baby. My sister was like 3-4 year old.
Yeah.
So my father was sending away.
Wow.
And then my mother was sending away when I was early teens. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that must have had a big effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And eventually, you did start traveling on your own when you got to be a little bit older, traveling through China. So you were able to do that.
That was beginning of in 1980s. So 1980s, China started to open.
Right.
Before that, it was always closed from the foreign countries, foreign ideas.
Yep.
So 1980s, foreign cultures and ideas and coming in,
Yeah.
like the philosophy and psychology, and the music, pop music, and films, all and literature coming in. That was the best time. China, free and free of thinking, free of so people can move around more.
Yeah.
Before you were born in one place, you stay. You cannot go to the next city.
Yeah.
And so I be able to, after my college, I be able to leave my iron rice bowl and work. So before was always you finish college, place you to a company.
Yeah.
So looks like it's great. You have job already. You have to graduate it, but that job is forever for your life. Wow. You like or not.
Wow. Wow.
So just like my father worked entire his life in the one place for 45 years.
Wow.
Not changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was be able to leave the job and go travel.
And travel.
That was like shoestring.
Yeah.
So I was going to place to place. I became like a little bit like hippies in U.S.
Yeah.
And hitchhiking and doing whatever way I can do to keep myself moving and to the different place. So I didn't realize that, but again, in 80s, it's very safe. Yeah. People are very kind and very generous. So I wouldn't do it now with hitchhiking in China. Now it will be dangerous.
Yeah. Now, during that time, did you want to come to America? Was that something that was on the horizon for you?
Actually, as I was traveling, and I have read an art newspaper in China, and there was a little ad about School of Museum of Boston. And is accepting students and have an open enrollment. So I got their address.
Yeah.
I sent my photographs. Those days there's no slides. Photographs of my painting and to the school. They accepted me. So just that, and I was accepted by Museum of Boston.
Yeah.
But I still didn't know how I would come to U.S. To attend in the school.
And you needed a sponsor as well, right? Yes.
Yeah, I need a sponsor. I needed pass the TOEFL exam.
Yeah.
So all these steps.
Yes.
And I didn't know, and I got all this big package of the information for going to school.
Yes.
And my English was not good, so. And at that time, I met Adam. Adam was a tourist.
Adam Silver.
Yeah, yes. Adam Silver. So he looked at my applications, and in China, those days don't have a phone.
Right.
People don't have phone.
Yeah.
And so we have to go to the public phone place to call.
Yeah.
Call foreign country. That's another
big deal.
Big deal.
Yes.
So he called call. From China to Museum Boston, they accepted.
Yeah, you're going to school, but you also end up in New York City. You talked about how you started being able to do art in a different way. You'd had a ton of influences, but you also were introduced to abstract art.
Yes.
And that was a big influence for you.
Yes. When I was in China, we're only being educated in realistic painting, and mostly recently was impressionist, like Van Gogh, Gauguin, and Cezanne, and I didn't see their actual paintings, just saw from the images from the magazine, which is not very poorly printed. Yeah. So just with that little glance of impressionists, so they did influence me a lot, but that's all. There's no abstraction.
Right.
Abstraction actually is not encouraged in China.
Yeah.
And so when I came to New York, And that totally changed me, because in China we have these strict rules of what's art, what's not art.
Yeah.
You have technique, you are doing art. You don't have technique, you are not doing art. And so come to New York, because I've seen so many different kinds of art,
Right.
street art,
Right.
and in the gallery, museums, all different forms of art.
Yes.
So that make me feel like I threw the realistic method immediately away. I'm just like, this everywhere can be art.
Yes.
Everywhere, everyone can be art.
Yeah.
Artist.
Yeah.
So, and artists like first introduced me is Franz Klein and de Kooning and Motherwell, all these abstraction artists, but mostly inspired me is subway stations, the weather, the walls, the sidewalks. In New York, they're always fixing the sidewalks, fixing everywhere.
Yeah.
So that made me, I look at the cement workers, so like they are doing art, like they are push, their strokes.
Yeah.
So my work abstractions is heavily inspired by the cement workers.
That's so great. That's so not what you were expecting, I'll bet. Sai, also you did some teaching. You taught Chinese language and culture in many schools in the area. Did you enjoy doing that?
Yes.
Yeah. And
that was a very new experience for me. I'm an artist. I wasn't thinking I would be a teacher.
Yeah.
But because the culture, and I feel like I need to bring my culture to the schools. So my kids were little, so I also teach my children. So that brought me naturally to go teaching in the public schools and in different schools. And so that teaching experience really helped me to learn more about teaching and growing. Yes.
And being with people as well, I would think, and sharing stories.
Yeah.
You've said that you've come to realize that my ego and style are not important. I just stop, listen, and contemplate nature as I'm painting or whatever I'm doing.
Okay, that's another series of work I've been done when I came to New York, came to Vermont, is the nature. And so I had a series of work of earth and sky. So at that point in New York, I was so much into like my style, abstraction, and to form my style. And then come to Vermont, the nature was so powerful. And I never see open air, open view like this. I grew up in the city in China, and I also come to New York. It's a big city. There's no open sky and open view. But Vermont, it made me feel like this nature is the greatest. No one is more important. I'm not important. So I literally want to kneel down to ask nature to teach me. So at that time, I did series of painting earth and sky, very realistic paintings. I just want to document the nature. That nature every day, every minute, every second is showing me. But I still know, and there's no way I can document correct in the right way of nature showed me. But I just couldn't get enough. Just do the copy nature. Just copy nature. Forget of myself and my ego. Just the copy.
And you become part of it.
Yes.
really, by doing that as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Jumping to the show that you have going on now, which is, and you did a really great video that is available on BCTV for folks to see, called Then and Now. And Cy narrates along with the slides, but you give such a wonderful portrait of your family history in art, and for you as well, and how it's changed over the years. And in your show, you have some of your abstract paintings with those kind of representational paintings that you have done over them, within them. You know, that's really creative and interesting way of showing then and now instead of side by side. It's almost as if one was birthed out of the other.
Yes, this idea I have to give credit to Bob Bomick. He's a sculptor.
Yeah.
So we collaborate doing paintings or sculptures,
Yes.
doing together. This is the first time we collaborating. I'm painter, he's sculptor.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know what's next person going to do. So, and the idea of how showing my early work
Yeah.
and abstraction work came from him to juxtapose
Yeah.
and together.
Yeah.
I thought that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very interesting
And otherwise
idea.
I didn't show my early work.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know how to show the early work with my recent work
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
But he put them together.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that collaboration was such a just a blossoming to
Yeah.
a different. It was different, yeah.
Very
So
inspired.
that made me feel like we are going to do more collaboration
Yeah.
with different medias.
Yes.
With a writer, poet, or musicians. Yeah. So
Yes.
that will bring the art more.
I feel that too. You know, during that the slideshow that you did, and also you talking about Chinese art. Like you'll describe Chinese art has a lot of white space and bone structure to it, and so you're bringing that into your abstract paintings. And also, it does seem you've done a lot of installations. And I think Bob Bomick helped you with some of those.
Yeah.
But folks, again, if you can get some visuals for this in the video, they're fabulous. You did wind sculpture, twig art. You're looking at
Pink
food.
Slip project.
The Pink Slip project, that was unbelievable. That was a great project. I wonder if you could describe that.
I was in the MFA program in Vermont Arts and Vermont College of Fine Art.
Yes.
So that is like many years later. I didn't go to Museum of Boston early time because I didn't have money, and 25 years later, that's still on the back of my mind. I need finish my mission to do MFA. So then the MFA brought me to this outside of the canvas art. So it's more engaging with socially engaged art. So that's the Pink Slip came. At that same time, when I was in school, I got Pink Slip from the school district.
Right. So you were losing your job. You got the Pink Slip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of a blessing.
Yeah.
And it gave me this idea of Pink Slip project. So I using my life experience and turned into art. A lot of our local teachers who had the same experience.
They
like
lost
me,
their jobs.
Lost their job getting the Pink Slip or get mistreated in the school system. They came to my meal table, and I cooked, and we together we put on our Pink Slip or Pink Slipper. We dyed the Pink Slippers together, and we had like giving each other strengths and to move on.
As you said, calligraphy was a big part of your culture and your heritage, and you went through many different stages of art, but you also have kind of come back to calligraphy in a way in your painting.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Just like when I was in New York, I immediately embracing Western and abstract art. I didn't want to have anything to do with Chinese art, Chinese calligraphy, even Tai Chi. And I just want put myself out into the Western culture. And until I came to Vermont, and Vermont, the nature, the air, and that got me feel like I need to embrace the nature, the atmosphere. So Chinese art and calligraphy is very much in touch with nature.
Yes.
And the flow of energy.
Right.
So that came back with my later abstraction in Vermont, and abstraction in New York is different. And in Vermont is more like flow of air, flow of energy, the flying white with Chinese method.
Yeah, and you know, you talk about energetics. You know, when it Tai Chi, obviously, you know, you're working with energetics and movement. And I think that it's obvious in your paintings, the older paintings and the newer ones, that the energy is very different. And when I mentioned you coming back to calligraphy, some of your earlier paintings, the gestural ones, there's a feel for calligraphy. It's probably in your bones, right?
Yes.
There's a feel for that.
Yes.
And now I think, you know, you talk about how what art is for you now, that it's kind of a paradox in a way. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the art is, I found, when I was doing abstract painting, I found myself stepping in and outside of myself. It could be life and death. And I don't see death is, I see the death is another journey to go. So it can be here or there. And it just, my life also changing to that from the painting studio to the kitchen studio. Yeah, and to the movement Tai Chi as art. So, and it just combined with so many different, and it's not separate. Art is not separate from life.
Right.
Life itself is art.
Don't you think that's something that comes also with getting older?
Yes.
And you're having lived this life and realizing, oh, it's not, art is not just this thing.
Right.
Art is everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. When I was young, I have an ambition. I want to do a spectacular painting.
Yeah. Right.
And it's amazing painting. Right now, my ambition is turned into everyday life. Just every day, what I in front of me.
Yes.
And that's interesting. Yeah. Every day doing movement in Tai Chi and health. And be healthy is interesting. It's a main thing for me too.
Yes. You're working with people with Tai Chi. You know, that's something else, you know, being, obviously it's not, you know, when you were talking about being a dancer, but there is something very energetic about being with a group of people.
Yeah, that's actually Tai Chi, a little bit in touch with dance movement. And what's good thing is you're not on the spotlight.
Right.
Dancer, you feel like you have to perform and be perfect. But Tai Chi is like everyone can do.
Yeah.
Everyone, young and old, can do. So you still move. The movement is graceful.
And you offer classes. Anyone can come.
Yes.
You don't charge anything. It's a community endeavor.
Yes, that's wonderful thing is like 2 times I got the grant from Brattleboro Arts.
And when it's raining or cold out, you go to the Brattleboro Museum and Arts Center to do it.
Yeah, that's also Brattleboro Museum is such a supporter, and they
that's great.
offer that space for the community.
This was mentioned, Joyce Marcel did a wonderful article about you and your show coming up, and the slideshow that you did, the video you did. They've both mentioned this. Your mother said to you years ago, you want to do your mother's quote?
Yeah, my mother said, you go to America, you make dumplings and teach Tai Chi. I said, no. I said, no, you're crazy. But look, my mother is really have vision.
Yep.
And what I'm doing now is making dumplings and teaching Tai Chi.
That's right.
Because these two things mostly nurture and well, like living well in life.
Yes. Well, the food that you make at your dim sum catering is so wonderful. It's such good food and just so enjoyable and beautiful as well. So I'm so glad you took your mother's advice, even though you didn't really, but you ended up, she had foresight.
I think as I'm getting older, I'm more in touch with mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and appreciation. I think we all see that, appreciating, our families and all that, they gave us, and here we are seeing it from a different perspective.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Sai, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yes, it was wonderful talking with you. Great to hear your story. And again, I encourage folks to stop by CX Silver Gallery in West Brattleboro. It's there on your left as you're going into town. And stop by, order some food, see Sai's show while it's up. It's going to be up for a while longer. And thanks so much, Sai.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks to all of you for tuning in today to listen to Sai Shi and to be introduced to all of the things that she has done in her life, all the various places that she's gone to and experienced. It's quite a story. And again, encouraging you to stop by CX Silver Gallery in West Brattleboro and see the show that's up, see her then and now paintings, which are really quite remarkable, and to stop by and have some food as well. So we will see you next time.